Informant is trying to explain here that how did he get injured, where did he get injured. Now question for your lordship's consideration would be that one injury that he has started saying that he has stated in the first information report, and he says that he got injured, his father got injured, his brother got injured at his darwaja. Now this is a second injury about which he is trying to talk. I don't know what kind of injury he is trying to talk. Either he is trying to talk about a second kind of injury which he has not been able to
how
prove.
this first and second injury business? He has stated the incident. Let us go again back to the manner in which he has deposed about the assault.
No, the manner, I'll come to that.
Adjust the mic.
I'll throw a light on the manner. I'll throw the light on the manner below, little later below. What we are only trying to understand here is that this man, first informant, the man who has instituted the first information report, he gives a statement in first information report that, look, the occurrence took place at my darwaja. Now immediately my father and my brother, they came out, even they were assaulted. After 9 years of the occurrence, when he comes to the court, he takes a somersault and he says that while I came from the river side,
Returning from my
yes, and came at near my darwaja, it is here that the occurrence
he
has...
is not saying that when he came near your
there
he is
is-
saying that on the way and near the neem tree.
The neem tree is just in front of our... It
So
is.
we have to correlate the evidence regarding...
I'll just give the exact position also. The next witness which will come for your lordship's consideration, that will be PW4, and she will narrate everything truth, my lord. What at present I wanted to convey to your lordship, that my lord will keep it in mind while looking at truthfulness of this witness, that this man who has got simple injury was in the comfort of the hospital and he was before the doctor and was examined. Everyone was examined by 2 o'clock. At 3 o'clock he is making a statement. Therefore he has tried to make out a case subsequently, my lord. He gives a statement in the first information report that occurrence has taken place at my darwaja. He wanted to show that we are the people who were fully prepared, made up our mind and gone to his darwaja, and then we have made an assault. That is not the case.
His injury certificate must have been exhibited during evidence of the doctor.
Yes.
First informant.
Yes. My lord was pleased to ask me on the very last occasion, my lord.
FIR was at 3 p.m.
My lord, FIR was at 3 p.m. Therefore, this man knew about everything, my lord. Who has got what injury? He is trying to manufacture the injuries. And he has said that he assaulted my brother, he assaulted my father, and he assaulted me. And this is the weapon that these persons have used. This was within the comfort of the hospital, my lord. Because there was no reason for him subsequently after 9 years to change the place of occurrence and say that I came from the river and occurrence did not take place at my darwaja. Why he is saying? For the simple reason, because prior to further investigation, the IO had gone at the residence, and my lord has on the
Residence of the accused.
my lord has very first inquired from me as to did he make a panchnama at his darwaja. There was no panchnama. In fact, the panchnama was at my darwaja.
That Panchanama of your darwaja is there.
Yes, there is blood that he has seized.
According to the police report, means charge sheet,
Yes,
this part of the incident is at your place.
yes, at my place.
Oh,
That is admitted by the investigating officer.
yes.
And I'll show it to my lord also, that everything has come, that every occurrence has taken, my darwaja has been broken, a stone spilting has been found, and blood stain has been found near my house. So that panchanama was prepared with regard to seizure list, was prepared with regard to that. Nothing at his darwaja. Then my lord will ask me the next question, lord.
Yes.
Then my lord will ask me as to why he is trying to defer it. For the simple reason that when IO goes for the first time on the first night at 10 o'clock at the residence of this informant, to check up, because he had said in the first information report that the occurrence took place at his residence. So he goes there at 10 o'clock at night and finds PW4 there.
Okay.
उसका भी एविडेंस हम रखेंगे हुजूर के सामने. And she is wife of deceased. She has spoken the truth, my lord. She has spoken the truth. Where my husband was, she never said मेरे दरवाजे पर कुछ हुआ है. She said कि लड़ाई वहीं पर स्टार्ट.
IO has admitted the fact that at 10 p.m. of the very same day, he had been to the door of the first informant.
First informant, and there he meets PW4, who is the wife of deceased,
Yes.
Anjira Devi. I'll be placing now her as deposition, my lord.
Yes.
I'll just place one more paragraph of this man,
Yes.
and then I'll come to PW4,
Yes.
where everything will be clear for your lordships. I'm just placing para 20, my lord will kindly have a look, my lord. Same witness, my lord, at page para 20.
The rest of the portion is not relevant according to you.
No, rest is not relevant. Rest not at all relevant.
Para 20. ऐसी बात नहीं की.
हाँ, ऐसी बात नहीं है कि घटना उस रोज 11 बजे दिन में हम हमारे भाई वगैरह 16 आदमी लाठी भाला बंदूक लेकर मुदाले सिंह बच्चन के दरवाजा पर गए थे. Now your lordships will see exhibit B, which I had placed for my lord's consideration on the first day, my lord. Now my lord had also inquired from me as to who had produced this exhibit B, and that is IO. My lord. He is the same IO, therefore same man. He is placed. And therefore now see his statement, my lord. ऐसी बात नहीं है कि घटना उस रोज 11 बजे दिन में हम हमारे भाई वगैरह 16 आदमी लाठी भाला बंदूक लेकर मुदाले सिंह बच्चन के दरवाजा पर गए थे तथा उन लोगों से हम लोगों को मारपीट किया, घायल किए. All these things are mentioned in that exhibit B, my lord. And the IO finds all these eat over at my place, my lord. He has prepared a panchanama where he finds blood, my lord. And the fact is admitted in the judgment also. I'll place that part of the judgment also.
Yes.
Therefore, my entire endeavor before your lordship is to show that the place of occurrence is my darwaja. And these people who have been named, 14 people in my first information report, which is Exhibit B, which is an absolutely valid document, that goes to demonstrate that 16 people armed with gun, lathi, bhala and everything, having made full preparations, they came at my residence, they assaulted us, and we had 16 injuries including gunshot injury. Whether that case has ended into acquittal or conviction, that doesn't matter.
That is not relevant.
So this is what the case is. I hope I have been able to convey from previous. I mean, could this give rise to killing of a man? Could purchasing the land give rise that I will go and kill a man?
Yes.
And that too after 1 year
Yes.
of purchasing the land. And then she says, admits that there was absolutely no enmity, my lord. My lord, it is very strange. Just human nature doesn't attract these developments, my lord. So what I am trying to stress is that इसने इसको मारा, my lord, will not go on that, because these persons are telling lies after 9 years of the occurrence. Because the whole thing was cooked for the first time at 3 o'clock in the hospital by the first informant. Now they had to fall in line with him. They could not fall in line with him so far the place of occurrence was concerned, because the IO had gone to the place of occurrence and the PW4 is showing that this is the place of occurrence, not their darwaja. So they could not manipulate this. But after 9 years they are in a position to manipulate this, and therefore they are saying all these statements that they are absolutely not to be believed. The truth is that they have made a preparation, 16 people have collected, they have collected firearms, they have collected weapons of assault, my lord, and then they have come to my residence where they have assaulted us. We have got 16 injuries, my lord. 16 injuries including gunshot injury.
Gunshot injury to Hulas.
All 3 persons, my lord. I'll just pass it on the injuries that we have received. All 16 injuries, my lord, with the gunshot injuries and all 3 persons have received.
This is proved by a doctor examining.
Yes, doctor. I'll be placing the doctor, my lord.
Yes.
Same doctor, my lord, who had examined them, he had examined us at same time, my lord, and same hospital.
No, what I mean to say is, these certificates are proved document in The case
Yes, it is very much proved. It is within the statement of the doctor which has been recorded, my lord.
Yes.
I'll be placing that for my lord. I just gave it a clean copy.
Yes,
It is not clean.
yes,
As I have given the evidence and deposition, similarly I have given this.
okay.
I have made it easy for my lord to do it.
This is accused. He
Well.
has suffered lacerated wound over lacerated wound deep or diffuse swelling, 3 bruises.
My lord will find gunshot injuries.
Question is not of simple. Question तो ये है कि they were. And the principle is this: if the accused are having injuries, apart from this, prosecution has to explain how they.
Yes, that's the point.
No,
Rather the prosecution says that they have received no injuries.
That's what I am asking.
We have put a specific question whether
Leave apart, you have brought it, but when the accused are injured, your burden is always on the prosecution, unless injuries are minor, to explain injuries on the accused person.
No,
Is
minor-
there any evidence by the prosecution to explain all these injuries?
Yes.
Apart from what you have brought on.
It will be mandatory on part of Supreme Court holds that it will be mandatory on part of prosecution to explain the 16 injuries.
Injuries on accused persons, except minor injuries.
No, may not be minor or major.
No. Just read again.
Lord, I'll come to that
Only
judgment.
Minor injuries of trivial natures are not required to be explained, but such type of injuries, yes, it is a
Lord,
law
Lord, my
that
son-
prosecution must explain.
My
In
Lord-
your case, whether prosecution has attempted to explain these.
No, they have denied that there is no injury.
Okay.
They have denied the FIR also. Subsequently, they have admitted that there is an FIR.
Get that judgment.
I'll give you. My lord, I have got that judgment. I am
Let
ready
him do
with the
some
judgment.
work.
I am ready with the judgment.
Yes,
And
sir.
I'll be placing excellent judgments for my lord's consideration.
Yes.
Because those have, I was very pleased to go through that judgment of the Supreme Court.
Yes.
my lord. It has set yardsticks. my lord.
Yes. Genesis of incident, there are judgments on this aspect.
Yes,
Separation of genesis of incident, explanation of the injuries on accused by the prosecution.
My
These are the
My lord, I am
these are the
aware.
arenas in
I,
which your assistance will be
I
required.
very well knew my lord's views, my lord, and it was in light of that I have prepared myself. My lord. I have prepared about the injuries, I have prepared about right to self-defense, and I have prepared about everything. my lord.
Yes.
I shall be giving to my lord. A spot.
Is
150.
90 to 100 deck.
100 dig plus 15.
15 means that road.
Yes. That is the place where she has seen her father-in-law and husband falling down.
Yes.
So it is 105 dig, my lord. It comes to about 150 feet.
Yes.
And just there, from PW8, my lord has seen that my sahan starts there. My house is there. My open courtyard is there. This is the situation that is emerging. She says that she went at the place of occurrence. She saw her husband injured, her father-in-law injured, but she says she did not say what kind of assault was there. She says no injury to accused. Next point, most important point. Whereas doctors say 16 injuries, including gunfire injuries. So our submission will be this is a deliberate attempt to suppress the prosecution real case after 9 years of the occurrence. They are suppressing the prosecution case. The prosecution has not come out clean. Injury is not explained. Gunshot fires have been made. She could have heard the fire from 150 yards. 2 shots have been fired.
Yes.
Nothing is there. So either she is not at the place of occurrence and she has seen nothing and she is being tutored and then she is giving a statement after 9 years in the court.
Yes. Yes.
The informant cannot be believed. My lord has kindly seen the informant because he is changing the whole place of occurrence. Absolutely not trustworthy witness. My lord. Now, what is emerging from the statement of these two persons? Now, my lord, I'll draw one more witness, my lord, and then I'll make my other submission. This is what he says, southern side. And then next, gone. This is out and out suppression of the fact. Next. अस्पताल में उन लोगों से हमें भेंट नहीं हुआ था. Whereas both of them are simultaneously being examined by the doctor. I'll place the doctor's evidence. They are present, all persons, in the hospital. For 4 days I was there in the hospital.
Which was that hospital? Yes.
सदर हॉस्पिटल सिवा. अस्पताल में उन लोगों से हमें भेंट नहीं हुआ. ऐसी बात नहीं है कि मैं गलत बोल रहा हूं. मुदाले अस्पताल में ही पूर्व से भर्ती थे. अगर भर्ती थे तो आपको भेंट कहने हुआ. Much away from his residence, that is a distance of about 90 days.
Okay.
PW4 has said that, because then my lord can have a better appreciation. Doctor is PW9. And I'm only interested in one part of it. I will draw my lord's kind attention only to paragraph 18 of the doctor. Will kindly come to paragraph 18, my lord.
18.
18. From there, my lord will start getting the injuries that have been inflicted on these appellants, my lord. So this is the doctor who has examined.
Yes.
My lord wanted to know from me.
Yes.
The loose sheet I have provided, and I have called out for my lord consideration as to which appellant got what injury.
Yes.
Now here is the doctor confirming that, my lord.
Yes.
That document. Para 18, my lord. I hope my lord has got it.
Para
18, 1-8. They fired the guns. What option I had? I had to fight. And I fought.
Yes.
This injury, again he says, appears to be by firearm.
Yes, pellets of the bullet.
I beg your pardon?
Pellets of the bullet.
Yes, pellets. Human being will react. And the appellants have reacted. Now, there are 6 injuries on this appellant 2. This is exhibit B.
It was under examination in the prosecution case.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Now the last man would be IO.
Yes.
But if my lord could permit, I will only place 1 or 2 paragraphs of IO, because rest may not be relevant.